It's time for a story between me and you. Sit down or lie down or pull up a chair. Inside my head is the story I'll share. I'm going to tell you a story today about Ricky the dragon who went to his friend's house, Agatha's house, to learn to make a pie. So Ricky lived on the side of a cliff in a cave with his mum, and he would have to fly over the ocean to see Agatha. He'd actually just met her. She was a new friend of his. So he decided he was going to visit her on Thursday, because the last time he spoke to Agatha, she told him, "Come to my house on Thursday and I will teach you how to make a pie." Ricky began by going to the edge of the cliff of the cave. He looked out over the ocean, and way out in the ocean he could see some whales swimming around and some dolphins jumping out of the water. And he decided this is going to be a good day to go and learn how to make a pie. He spread out his wings and off he went, flying over the ocean. Now his new friend Agatha lived in a rickety old house up on the hill. And as he flew towards it, he was thinking about how excited he was. He wasn't sure what kind of pie they would be making, but it didn't matter because he was going to learn something new. So he got to her house and he used his talon, that's his nail, and he knocked on the door. The door opened. "Oh!" she said. Agatha said, "What are you doing here?" "Ricky?" Ricky said, "But you told me that we would bake a pie and you told me to come and see you on Thursday. And today is Thursday, Thursday, Thursday. I think that's how you spell it, right?" "Well," she said, "oh dear, I completely forgot that you were going to be coming to see me today. I don't have anything to put in the pie. I have flour, I have salt, I have shortening to make the pastry, but I do not have anything to put in the pie. I'm very sorry." Ricky was very sad. His shoulders went down just like this, and he put his head down, and he began to cry. "Oh my goodness," she said, "stop crying. Please don't cry. I'm sorry I've hurt your feelings. Listen, I have an idea." Ricky perked up. Oh, he was wondering what her idea was. "Listen," she said, "what we'll do is there is a farmer's market in the town. Why don't we go into the town? We can go to the farmer's market and we'll pick some fruit, any fruit that you'd like, and we'll make a pie." Oh my goodness, Ricky was so happy. Well, he thought, I wonder how we're going to get there. Agatha said, "Well, I'm going to drive my white car. It's a convertible. So I know you won't be able to fit in the seat in the back, but that's okay. You can sit on the back seat and you can sit up and I will just drive very slowly. It's not that far to the market. It's about 10 minutes of drive." Ricky was excited. He'd never, ever been in a car before. So they got ready and off they went outside. Agatha put on her dark sunglasses. She loved to drive in her convertible and have the air flowing in her hair. And she said to Ricky, "Hang on tight, because I can't give you a seatbelt, which is a little bit dangerous, I know, but you are a dragon, and I'm sure you can hang on very tight. You must be very strong." Ricky sat in the back, and as he was sitting on the top, she began to drive. She drove down a winding road. Because her house was up on a hill, her rickety old house, she drove and the road went round and around like this, but she went very, very slowly. Now, on the back in the car, Ricky was going from side to side as they went around all of the corners, and he was hanging on really tight, but he was getting very worried. All of a sudden, he almost tipped out of the car. "Oh my goodness," Agatha slammed on the brakes. "Are you okay, Ricky?" she said. I can't keep going like this," said Ricky. I'm frightened. Said Agatha. Well, I'm wondering what we can... Oh, I've got a great idea. Why don't you fly? You can fly above my car and you can follow me to the marketplace. Ricky thought that was a very good idea. So he spread out his wings and he began to fly. And Agatha drove her car. So he was right above her car and she started to make her way to the marketplace. And when they got to the marketplace, people at the marketplace, there's all sorts of vendors. That's people who sell different things like honey and samosas and pies, and even some people who sell meat. And of course, there were lots of things like fruit and vegetables. But as they were pulling up, and Ricky was driving, sorry, he wasn't driving, he was flying above her car, the people in the marketplace saw him coming and they were frightened. They'd never seen a dragon before. They started running all over the place. Agatha said, "It's okay, don't worry, stop. He's a friendly dragon and his name is Ricky and he's my good friend." As people began to walk back to the market, they carried on down and they saw somebody selling fruits. And today's special fruit was peaches. Now, Agatha said to Ricky, "Why don't you come on over? I want to show you something." She said, "Look at the peaches there. Give one of the peaches a good squeeze and see if it's ripe. It shouldn't be too hard. It shouldn't be too soft." Ricky gave it a squeeze. He squeezed way too hard and the peach fell to pieces. The man who was selling the peaches said, "Hello, wait a minute there, you. What's going on here? You've been squeezing my peaches? Those things cost money, they do. You can't be doing that." Well, Ricky said, "I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to, but I didn't bring any money." "It's okay," said Agatha. "We will take the peach. We'll pay for the peach that was squashed. And we will buy, I'm going to say 20 peaches." Now, one thing that Ricky did notice on the peaches, but they had sort of a fuzzy feeling to them when he touched them. And when he put his nose to the peach and smelled, they smelled so good. "All right," said Agatha, "come on our way, let's get back home." So he jumped in her car and Ricky flew above her and they went back to the rickety old house to start making a peach pie. Now, when they got into the house, they made the pastry and they rolled it out. They cut up all of the peaches, put them into the pie after stewing them down in a pot, added a little bit of sugar, and then they had to wait. They put it in the oven. Said Agatha, "What are we going to do now?" "I don't know. Do you want to do some dancing?" "Oh, no, thank you. I don't feel like dancing today." Ricky was looking around and he remembered that her windows were quite dirty. He said, "Well, why don't we clean the windows? I can fly to the top because your windows are really tall and you can do the bottom. I'll do 3/4 of the top and you do the other quarter." "Well," she said, "that sounds like a very good idea." So they began cleaning the windows. And once they were done, the pie was ready. They had a taste of it and had a slice and it was delicious. Ricky had learned how to make pastry and he'd learned how to chop up the peaches. And he decided he flew back to see his mom with his pie in hand and she tasted it too and she was very happy. Well, my friends, that's my last story today. And I hope to see you again soon when you come and visit me for another story out of my head. Have a great day. Bye-bye.